All the coin seems to be there, if a little blood-stained. You lot are enthusiastic about...
Our Lady. We serve only the absolute.
Oh, silly me. We Zentarim are so long past our own godly roots, I'm afraid I forget the half of them. But you, I know. When did you start worshipping gods? Did they give your wee rodent a worm friend too?
Rodent?
Enough! You will show the Stone Lord proper respect, and you will return to the guild hall and do as we have paid you to.
Of course. I only thought...
Wait. Flop all you wish, little fish. But Minsk has caught you.
On that note, good luck. The job will be done by...
Shahira! That evil, much uglier twin sister? Vince does not like this.
Do not kill him! Find another way! Please!
My faith will protect me.
to lose.
Got to keep fighting. On the move.
I will try to make it swift.
What should I do?
All the coin.
Our
Gossip. But
enough!
Flop on.
on that note,
Shahira! You have an evil, much uglier twin sister. Minsk does not like this.
Do not kill him! Find another way! Please!
On I go.
Blood comes easy these days. maybe not the best time. Coming through.
Ready.
Nothing important is ever easy. Can't slow down.
Got to focus. On I go.
What now? Let's get this over with.
Against the darkness swarming his senses, a single light glows. Rage, flaring brighter every moment.
Killed her.
Get rid of him.
Don't be foolish. He is too unpredictable. He will only be a hindrance to us. No, you are mistaken. It is my job to protect.
Yes? You're sure? Late?
What's on your mind? I've often asked myself the same question, but never really found a satisfactory answer. You clearly see something in me that I can't. The wisdom and intelligence required to overcome almost insurmountable odds, perhaps? Or the stupidity required to attempt it. I take it as a compliment either way. You don't get to be 13 centuries old without becoming a sound judge of character. And cheese, apparently. With pleasure.
All the...
Our... Enough!
Of course.
Wait. Flop all you.
On that note...
useless. No time to waste.
Need to stay focused. Got to move.
On the victor's path. Well, so much for peace. my time. Nothing will stand in my way. Blood follows me everywhere.
Let's finish this.
On the victor's path. No choice but to keep going. You've made a grave mistake.
Against the darkness swarming, his senses a single...
Get rid of him. Don't be foolish. He is too unpredictable. He will only be a hindrance to us. Fine. Have it your way.
His mind unfolds beneath yours. A still lake pulls you down into its depths. Images splash by, battles fought, and friends fallen. His rage grows colder, burrows deeper, as a familiar face crystallizes before you.
Jahira, you killed her!
The instant's hesitation is enough. With a sensation of terrible rending, something vast and nameless falls away from his mind.
There. It is done.
In the sudden silence, your minds merge once more. More memories, sensations, but passing too quickly for you to track. In the same breath, you share everything that happened to you. The Nautiloid, the Absolute, the chosen of the dead three.
You saved Minsk. While he danced like a Mind Flayer's meat puppet. Why? A level head and a kind heart. It is well that Boo kept me from crushing either. He is... Where is he? My friend, from our brief sharing of skulls, I know you have faced many strange beings, but none like this. Whatever happens, show no fear and stay your hand. Trust in Minsk. Minsk finds that the less thinking he does, the easier the trusting comes. Wait! You gaze into Minsk's soul and see his foul crimes. You smell the stench of evil upon him, pointy claws primed, ready to scratch out his eyes. I am sorry, my friend. I am at the mercy of your faultless justice. Now, if you must burrow through my blackened heart, I am ready. No? You are certain? Oh, such boundless compassion. You are all heart, and whiskers, and cute little nose. You are right, of course. There is still much evil for Boo and Minsk to stamp out. But we need not fight it alone. I have a new face to show you. But it is not a villainous one for the clawing, understand? This is Boo. And Boo, meet you? For every song of Minsk the Ranger, they sing 10 of the hamster Boo. And not just because his name is easier for the rhyming. Those villains locked Boo away, lest his righteous gaze cause their tadpole to flee in terror. Now we are together again. All will be exactly as... Boo, why do you use such language? Once more, my hamster proves himself my greater half, and makes the path clear when my mind is fuzzier than his tiny bottom. He says we will join with you, and cleanse Baldur's gate of evil, together! Boo and I are most adept in the doing of things, but as you wish. To camp then! For his heroics here today, Boo has earned the most vigorous of back scratchings.
That might be worth a look. When she was little, I couldn't wait for a time when she would stop needing us so much. What I'd give to be needed now.
Considering an army of cultists is on its way to cut our throats.
First one to give up before he got paid, though.
Because of the absolute, didn't they? Oh, nothing but doom and gloom.
6, 7, 8.
Excuse me, sir. Just borrow a little gold.
Still needs a cracked skull. Best drama working in a bloody festival.
I hope you've come to make a lodgment. A city-sized one? And not even a whisker light. God, you're a boring bastard. Me too, I suppose, because I'm not even tempted to scam you. Take this vault key. You'll find something by way of thanks inside.
Mum used to tell me about
mimic teeth out of my clothes for a 10-day.
Just breathe. Breathe. Switch bloody jobs.
I expected Baldur's Gate to be insipid, stale, wholly without merit. But it's got a vicious bite to it. Delightful. Return to Raphael. He holds the key that would unleash the traitor prince. We can't allow him to keep it.
I think you might have made a terrible, terrible mistake. Huh? Chasing rumor halfway around the city and back. Crossing the guild. Wading through filth. Defying the one creature upon whom your very life depends. All for a madman and his rodent. The Absolute threatens thousands, the entire coast. And still you risked much to help one man. I should berate you. But I can only say thank you. Your reasons were your own. But whether you meant for it or not, Your fight is our fight, huh? Both of us. To the very end. Those misty eyes are just age. Yes, I feel myself growing older as we stand here. So, lead the way. We're yours to command.
Another ball spawn buried by our hand. Ball should learn better than to send his offspring against us. They might as well be babes, dropped bare bottom into the Rashiman winter. Boo is overjoyed with our victory. Another den of evil vanquished, and an old foe defeated. Well, Viconio was a friend for a short time beforehand, but then a foe once more. Yes, Boo, a most wicked witch. The very mention of her name gives him nightmares to this day. Do not be afraid, Boo. She is not here. And you, bite your tongue until your eyes water and your hairs curl. Boo and Minsk have traveled far and wide, and met many fine and not so fine people. It will surprise you to learn that even the wisest of friends do not always recognize Boo for what he is. No. A miniature giant space hamster. The Drow was a cruel witch, but a clever one. She knew what Boo was right away. And she had never seen his like before. She wished to inspect his handsome magnificence. And so she did. One night, while he lay asleep, twitching his whiskers in happy dreams, she crept upon his tiny bedroll holding a knife as slim as a toothpick. She meant to spill his miniature guts and study them. Minsk did not stop her. He did not need to. Boo never sleeps deeply while evil is near. He sprang into action and almost blinded the witch. She had fled from her camp by morning when Boo told me the whole tale over a breakfast of berries and nuts. A fine deed we have done to rid Faerun of this man. All helm hair and... Oh, this was the Lord Gortash we were sworn to do battle with, Boo. All the better, then. So dark an alliance sealed with Sentish contracts, cultish vows, and a dragon's shining horde. You think Minsk could forget? You are correct. I have no idea what any of that was about. But we shall simply... Gah! Ooh, why do you gnaw at my soft parts? I am trying to... Once again, in smaller words? I see. This truth you seek. Boo believes that Minsk is knowing more than Minsk knows. But it is a difficult thing. There are memories of this time that Minsk does not remember. And Boo suggests that, just as he helps with tricksome itches in awkward places, you must reach what Minsk cannot. The parasite. You can use it to tickle free whatever truth you seek.
At first, there is nothing. His mind is empty as a still expanse of open country. Your face, the Stone Lord's face, mirrored in bloodied steel. In the heat of burning buildings, you hold your blade high above pale.
No, that is not right. I slew only monsters. The voice said that they were monsters.
A whisper, the Absolute's voice, twisting the petty guild thieves before you into snarling, savage beasts, feeding on the weak of your city.
The guild. The Stone Lord hunted them, peeled away their rotten ranks one by one to lay bare their corrupt nine-finger skin. That is what the Absolute bought Black Zentish Steel to do. To kill the Guildmaster. Until Minsk arrives, the battle... Whatever strangeness you believe you saw, there is only one simple truth in Minsk's mind. The cult is... If you cannot believe his words, then watch his doings. We will foil the Zentish plot, and then we will show Nine Fingers the 5 fingers of Minsk. Yes? Minsk has forgotten nothing. Once we are done with the undoing of his deeds, then we will speak of... Fine lodgings you have in Baldur's Gate there. Now, what do you need of Minsk? Of course, my friend. Or are we not friends? Then you have a sword at your side, unless I die, or you die, or you do anything at all to upset Boo. Now, does Boo see a question in your eye, or just a parasite poking through? Well, Boo, clear enough? There is nothing jestful in the bond between a ranger and his companion. Before Boo, I was a typical berserker of Rashomon. Duty-bound and full of my own seriousness. The problem with one so gazing of their navel, however, they are easily ambushed. Brigands split my skull like a sodden wineskin. It was as I recovered that Boo first appeared. He told me that I had felt the great poking finger of justice, marking Minsk as its champion and Boo as my guide. As for the headache, well, justice cannot always afford to be gentle. Do not be ridiculous. If any of us is chosen by the gods, it is obviously Boo. Now, shall we away? My boots crave the crunch of unvirtuous nethers. Oh, the mind of...
The memories resurface, a lifetime of battles blurring into one. A single constant is Minsk, launching into the fray no matter the foe, be they god, monster. It seems just the barest glimpse of what the man before you has seen and done, but enough to know that he has no right to still be alive.
Ah, wait! That look in your eye. I know exactly what visions of Minsk you have seen to cause you such wonder. My pants. Thrice laced, in the Rashomon style, so that a berserker might split skulls without fear of splitting bridges too. They are fiendishly complex, but fear not for Minsk. With training, he has learned to master the many little knots. Well, as have you, no? Do not forget that when you gaze into Minsk, Minsk also gazes into you. We both fight evil, wherever it is found. The who and where are less important than the hamsters you meet along the way. On this matter of sharing memories, I see no reason for us to worry at one another's worms. If there is more we wish to know, we can simply ask, no? Exactly so! If I must peer into the mind of my enemy, I use an axe. For friends, there is ale. No, my friend. If you fear you have a question that Minsk cannot answer, then you can simply ask Boo. There is more than a little to know, I think. I am huge. Ah, you come in search of stories. It is not yet time to tuck Boo in for the night, but very well. After our adventurings with the Ballspawn, Boo had had his fill of godly flesh. So, we return to Baldur's Gate for a time. After all, in every city there is a sweaty underbelly, crying out for a virtuous scrubbing. None better to wield a brush than Minsk and Boo. Perhaps we rubbed some villain's rump a little too raw. This Minsk does not know. One moment we stood in the city slums, the next, ambush! Then Minsk and Boo walk on the wide, with stone dust in sensitive places. Aha! Perhaps this is the reason, Boo. It is not because of the legendary thickness of my skull. If you wish to know the answer to that, ask a statue. For Minsk, those years passed as quick as a hiccup. It was long ago, then it is now. I do not like these metal men on the streets, or the villains who hide behind them. But the new world is not so different to the old one. The city still clings to the hill. The sea still stretches on forever. And the stench of evil still makes Boo wish for a tiny peg on his nose. As long as that stench remains, no matter how old or young the world is, Minsk and Boo will not rest. Countless tales are told of Boo and Minsk. Many of them are so outlandish that even I do not know if they are true. Did Minsk bravely fend off the seductive wiles of a succubus in the cloisters of Candlekeep? Maybe. Did he take a bath in the river Styx and temporarily forget himself? I do not remember. Did he travel with a spawn of the god of murder, who warred against his evil brethren and battled triumphantly at the throne of Baal itself? Of course! It was a splendid adventure. The bards sing of fallen gods and mighty battles, but that is a small part of any saga. They do not sing of the times in between, when Saravak's butt had been kicked so hard that we thought he would never return. We settled in Baldur's Gate for a while. Gorian's Ward, Imoen, Jahira, Minsk, Boo, and Dinah here. My witch. She hated the city at first. Too busy, she said. Too noisy. Too many people. She complained of the smell. Although she complained of Boo's smell too, and he smells of fresh honey cakes, so Minsk believes her nose was confused. Then, one day, we walked past a shop full of wonders. Tiny magics fizzed in the air, and wizards from every corner of the world bickered and bartered. Sorcery sundries. Dinah here fell in love. Dragged poor Minsk there every day, and made them stand watch while she browsed the shelves. Minsk frowned and complained. He felt more like a babysitter than a berserker. But how Dinah here smiled. Not long after, Minsk and Boo were captured, and Dinah here was dead. Oh, I would gladly be a babysitter again to see her smile. That is what I remember. More than any battles against Baal and his spawn. Yes, Boo. I know you miss her too. Who says the tadpole thrives on her misery? To think dark thoughts is only to feed the darkness. It pleases Minsk more to sour its stomach with good thoughts. Or better yet, not to think at all. With this in mind, Minsk thinks he has gathered enough fluff from gazing at his navel for the moment, no?
There! Bad time to come visiting, my friend. This is Zhentarim territory now. Just as soon as we've purged it of guild rats. Nothing personal.
give up.
Have to keep going.
Coming through. May the gods take you first.
See anything you like? Let's talk price. See anything of yours? No, you didn't.
Suppose I should have seen that coming. Zentarim aren't known for their loyalty, but I thought the bastards would keep to their contract at least. I'm too nice for my own good, I suppose. But I was in a pit, and you helped pull me out. For that, I'm grateful. You'll have what guild blades I can give when the time to take the absolute comes. So, just tell me what you need to get us there. You have done plenty. Do any more, and the guild might have to take a special interest in you. Understood? Great. Knowing what I know usually comes at a cost. But let's say we'll put it on your tab. Which part? The Stone Lords hollowed this place out. Half my crews have fled or in hiding. When the Absolute's army arrives to wage war on the city, our best hope is to make sure they have no leaders in here willing to open the gates for them. We've crossed paths over the years. Two hands trying to steer the city. Just not always in the same direction. Oh, I can't stand harpers as a rule, but Jir is the exception. She's only really half a harper at most. The same way I'm not just the lowly thief, vagabond, and murderer the Watch and peers would paint me as. I happen to be a fine singer, too. Thieves, frauds, and miscreants. If it's just the Watch warrants you're reading. The Guild isn't any one thing. We're everything. All the parts of the city the Watch don't want seen, so they push us to the far side of their law. But it's not the Watch that keeps the peace, or gives justice to any Baldurian who asks, whether they can pay for it or not. It's us. If we take a little tribute in return, or tie strings of service to those we help, well, what of it? So long as we're working as one, it all runs quick, quiet, and clean. The Watch, the Count, but the Guild, we'll be the ones still holding the gate when all those...
pristine darkness in every direction. Silence, but for the gentle, rhythmic slap of water on rock as your vessel cuts through. An overwhelming force pushes into your mind. The brain. It is here.
Waiting, preparing, calculating.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Dominated. Controlled.
Hells, that was strong. Thought my skull was going to crack.
Prime spot for an ambush.
Chase! Devour.
speak, they burn.
Another fight. Let's go.
These creatures were not themselves. Corruption is in the air. It infects.
I'll fill that one later.
My head is pounding.
Deathly silence. The air is stale and putrid.
It's close. Have the stones ready.
Your blood slows. Your senses strung so tight they could snap in an instant.
Why you are here. You think that by killing the Chosen and taking the Netherstones, you can destroy me. You are wrong.
Messing with your mind. Don't listen to it. Use the stones.
Thorin and Gortash, you have simply unbound me. Exactly as I intended. The crown is now mine to command. Mine alone.
Don't listen to it. Focus on the crown.
To build an army, I needed the Chosen to bring it to me. They would not have surrendered it freely, so I gave them what they wanted. Power. Just enough that they would play their part in my design. Their part has ended. The next orders will be mine.
I won't allow it. Again, dominate it.
The astral prism. Who do you think planted the knowledge of Orpheus's power and the fear of what it could do? When the Chosen sent my thralls to retrieve the prism, who do you think let the Emperor slip its leash, knowing it would be the one to bring you to me?
We were part of its plan.
I only needed one Netherstone loosened from the Chosen's grasp to guarantee my freedom. You brought all three back to me. In doing so, you have liberated me. This was your role, and it is complete. Now you will witness the grand design.
We can't afford to let that happen.
pulled you out just in time. The situation is worse than I thought. This is an elder brain, no longer. The magic of the crown has caused it to evolve. It has become something more. A nether brain. I thought so too, but that was when I believed it was still an elder brain. It has been anticipating our every move from the start. I underestimated it. We will need to rethink our plan. I have assessed our encounter with the Netherbrain from every angle. I know why we failed. The problem was not the stones. The problem was you. You can make only one move at a time, but the Netherbrain calculates every possible move at once. It knows what you will do. It knows everything you could possibly do. You cannot outmaneuver it. To defeat it, you would have to think like an Elithid. Better yet, be one. Your mind is not capable of this. Mine is. You will give the stones to me. I will assimilate Orpheus, and then I will be able to leave this prison to face the brain. Consume his thoughts, his knowledge, his brain. In theory, yes. You have resisted such a fate so far, and this would be a complete evolution. And you will be an illithid for the rest of your days. Is this really something you would be willing to accept?
This isn't a decision to make in haste. Let's discuss it together beforehand.
If we do not do this, all is lost. Be our last chance to defeat the brain. Sometimes, freedom requires us to make sacrifices. Githyanki's power will see us through one last time. If we do not do this, all is lost. This may be our last chance to defeat the brain.
I trust you and stand by.
Suppose we can't claim to be shocked. The Emperor's wanted us to embrace our powers the whole time. I can't face the thought of it myself, though. I've only just been able to start living on my own terms. You're the only one who can make this decision.
Quite the choice you're faced with. Surrender the Netherstones to a mind flare, or Surrender your... If you need advice, I'll do my best. Though I have to say I've not much to draw on in this case. It's rather a unique predicament to have landed yourself with. As it stands, I see no option free of sacrifice in one form or another. So the question becomes, relinquish the stones. And you place your fate in the hands of a creature whose trustworthiness is hardly guaranteed. Keep the stones, and you relinquish the very essence of your being, your soul, your emotions, your purpose. All I can say is whatever choice you...
I trust you have aired opinions and grievances and made your decision. Are you ready to become a mind flayer? Thank you. Now stand aside. I will assimilate the Githyanki's power in your stead. Do not judge me. Come, we must follow the brain's path. This time, we will not fail.
I think you are sick.
It's time to leave.
There goes my appetite for a while.
The choice is made. No room for regrets.
My faith will guide me.
Defender of the people. Never a dull moment.
We proceed together.
citadel, home to the protectors of Baldur's Gate.
We have lost much already, and we will lose more before the day is out. But even when the last soul falls, Baldur's Gate will stand. For Baldur's Gate is more than just a city. It is more than a place of opportunity for those of mercantile spirit. More than a place of refuge for those who are lost. More than a home for friends, loved ones, and adventuring souls. Baldur's Gate is a place where anyone can find what they need, if they're just willing to fight for it. Today, Baldur's Gate needs us. Today, we fight for... You're late, friend. This is the one you spoke of.
The very same. The champion we've been waiting for. The one who will save Baldur's Gate from ruin.
The Fist examines your illithid ally with suspicion. He was not expecting the savior of Baldur's Gate to be accompanied by a mind flare.
Appearances may change, but they do not mask the one within. This one, I know. Observe with whom it travelleth. Friends. This mind flare will fight with thee. It will save thy city and thy lives.
The Fist eyes your illithid ally with suspicion, softening to curiosity. His hostility melting at the recognition that there's more behind those eyes than malice.
My steel is yours, and I'm not alone.
You helped me once. I figured it's time I paid you back. With magic.
I have marshaled the best the Flaming Fist has to offer. We will fight to the last.
You've unexpected friends. But my debt to you still stands. The Iron Hand Gnome's firepower is yours to command. Just show us where it's needed.
The Moon Maiden's silver light is a shield in dark times. Today, it is mine to wield. And I hold her sword.
I'm in the mood to crack some skulls after that fuckery in the Temple of Baal. The City Watch will be glad to oblige me.
Not sure what I have to offer a mind flare, if I'm honest. But I hope my words of encouragement and reassurance will strengthen your resolve.
The journey has been brutal, but I stand here a Hell Rider once more. And I would die a proud man if I died this day.
I want my city back. And I've brought the toughest bastards from the guild to get the job done.
All the strength of the lands we healed flows through me, and from me to you. And whatever company you keep.
Nature's servant awaits.
Glad to have you with us, and not a moment too soon.
The air is thick with anticipation. All eyes are on you. They're expecting a speech, something to stir their hearts and put fire in their bellies for the fight ahead.
Well said. We'll prepare ourselves. We'll be ready when you call upon us. Balduran's grace be with you.
You feel a tickle of mirth in the Emperor's thoughts. If they only knew the truth.
Bodies, bloods, this is the dream. Knew I was smarts to sneaks in. The skelly boy said I could stay if I sold you stuff. So hurry up. Buy, buy, buy! Really? Oh, don't you go getting chopped up. I need customers! Don't go dying!
Dost thou need my Impossible. Thy party is full. If thou art ready,